welcome to this little vlog. I'm just gonna piece together some little snippets of some bits of my life. Welcome to the Lavender Book Company. I'm Kat. I am just a working mom of two, just wanting to share the behind the scenes of creating a children's book and then sharing those children's books with you and your family. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you around. Smash the like button. It appeases the algorithm gods. And let's go ahead and get into it. Well, my day just like drastically changed because all my Shipling supplies, I looked out my window, and it's snowing today, wasn't anticipating that. I looked out the window and they're all sitting in the snow, getting covered in snow. There was no knock on the door, no text message alert, nothing. It's a day early. I planned for them to come on Thursday for a reason because I was off of work, and they showed up a day early, which is fine, which is great. But I just had to haul the stuff in and it's snowing and like no one knocked on the door. So I'm glad I like realized it, or else a whole bunch of the stuff might have been ruined, and the stuff is like expensive. So I would have been really, really sad. So now I get to carry all this stuff downstairs. These are freaking big boxes. And this one right here is freaking heavy. So it's a good thing I lift, because if I didn't, my husband's not here right now. There's no way I would have gotten this inside. I mean, this box is easily probably close to 80 to 100 pounds. So it's a good thing I lift. Hopefully these ones with the little poly mailers in them are like super lightweight, so I can just chuck these down the stairs. Okay, so other than the poly ones, I have no idea what's in each box. So I'm just gonna open up the boxes and we'll see what's inside, make sure everything's in there. All right, so let's see what's in here. Oh, they have like a brochure thing, great. They gave me like an entire catalog, thank you very much.
Hey, Mom. I already eat it.
Thanks.
I made mac and cheese.
Oh,
for
wow.
you.
Okay. Okay, this is what made the frickin' box so heavy. All this chipboard. I bought a bunch of chipboard. I'll show you guys, hold on. Okay, that alone, that's probably about 80 pounds. I'm not even kidding you guys. That's probably 80 pounds right there alone. So the chipboard I'm using for if I do any like art prints, that way things are protected when I'm shipping them. So it'll be like extra stability for the prints. So that's why I got all this chipboard. It's like a massive box of literally this. It's gonna last me a long time. Seriously, it's an entire box of just chipboard. This box is like that deep. So that's pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so then this other box of poly mailers, I just wanna make sure the size on everything is gonna be good, because I had to calculate in like the width of the bubble and everything. Okay, so I think this is the bigger size for the book. Let me double check this. Okay, so I put the book in here so you can see, like, so when the flap is down, when the flap's gonna be down, I mean, this like fits the book really snug. I think I'm just gonna use them. I'm just gonna go with it. It does take a little extra effort to put the books in. Okay, we'll wait and see. I might look into see what it would be to like exchange them out or return them or whatever. But so these are the smaller ones. So this makes much more sense. So this is going to be if people just want like the bookmarks or like just the recipe cards or something like that. So something very small and just easy, and those are going to be perfect. So I'm glad those ones worked out at least. Okay, and in this final box, I think it's the rest of what I had ordered, which is boxes. So these ones I'm going to have in case somebody orders like multiple copies of the book, because I have had a few people tell me that they want to order like multiple copies. So that's why I got like boxes here, and then I'll just fill it with some of like either the filler paper or the tissue paper. I think he's carrying that bicycle upstairs. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. I checked on him. Okay, so I did order multiples of the boxes, so there's nothing extra fun there. So obviously I'm going to take one out and I want to test it to make sure. I'm getting really nervous. This is like one of those things I feel like where it's just another one of those things. It's just another like trial and error. Like, you just gotta figure it out, you know. But it's like once you find once you find your product and once you find like the sizes you need, then you have them. So I'm not stressed about it. So I'm glad I ordered all the shipping stuff now, because these boxes are too small. They're much too small for the book. It's listed as like an 8x8 box, and it doesn't even like fit down inside. So I'm gonna have to order a bigger one, and that's a shame. That's a shame. Well, here's the bottom line and the lesson learned today as I've been unpacking all this stuff. If you are wanting to start a small business and you're gonna be ordering all the supplies and everything, make sure you crack these suckers open and like test them out. Like, do not wait until launch day to crack them open and test them and make sure they fit everything. Because thankfully I'm still like 3 weeks out from launch. So I have time to like call them and figure this out. I'm sorry if my arm's shaking. I still have time to like call and figure it out and have everything ready to go for launch day. So just don't wait till the last minute, or else I would have been in a pickle if I was like, oh yeah, everything looks great, like I'm not even gonna test it. I would have been super stressed when came actual launch day, when I realized none of the boxes would fit my book. I would have been stressed. Something else I'm kind of worried about. So my printer told me that my book should be here very, very soon. They're just finishing going through customs. And so he asked me, do you want the pallet delivered to the business address, or do you want to come and get them from will call? And I thought to myself, the pallet, the pallet, the whole pallet, the pallet? How, what? Like, I don't think I have ordered that many books, okay? I mean, we ordered kind of more on the conservative side because we didn't want to like shoot ourselves in the foot basically. And I mean, next time I plan on ordering probably double the amount, and then I will have to get it delivered. I probably will just pay the extra delivery fee to get it delivered to my house because I just don't even want to deal with that. But a pallet, I'm very concerned. I'm very, very concerned, but we will see how it goes. I will also vlog that whole experience too, because I think that'll be really, really fun to kind of see the behind the scenes of all that. I am going to pause all this stuff right now. I have to go pick up my daughter from preschool, and then I have to go to work in a few hours. So I'm going to call the company after I get back from picking her up, figure out what I can do. And then that way I could probably take them back tomorrow, like to wherever they want me to take them to ship them back, and go from there. And then I'll have to reorder some stuff. I don't know what's going to happen. So it's just one of those things. It's my fault. I thought I calculated it right and I was wrong. So I was just shocked by their return. I am so impressed. Any other company would have a hard time winning me over at this point, because I called before it even rang a few times. A real person was on the line. She already had my account pulled up. I guess it was tied to my phone number. She already had the account pulled up. She had issued the return, sent me the labels all under 5 minutes. I am floored. So if you are questioning what company to use, I would highly suggest Uline. I'm very impressed. And I will definitely keep doing business with them, because that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Made my life so much easier. I do have to pay for the return shipping. It is what it is. It's just my mistake. But now that I know what sizes I need, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Welcome everyone to the night shift again. We're always on the night shift. We're always stuck at the night shift here. I just wanted to just kind of show you guys what's going on, because we had some really fun things happen today. I got the email from my printer this morning that my books were in. So we rearranged all of our stuff for the day and went and got them today. So we had to drive quite a ways to get them, but it was totally worth it. It was so freaking awesome. So with that, I opened up one of the boxes to make sure I was taking home the right things, because that's my luck. Okay, this is my life. I've learned. They are all individually shrink wrapped. So because I'm wanting to emboss and then stamp all the books and then autograph them, I now have to unwrap all of the books. So very good problem to have. I'm very glad. It's just like the extra layer of protection on the books. That way I know that nothing's like damaged. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. The launch product video is like exporting right now. And once that's up, then I'm going to go upstairs and start working on the books because I have quite a few. I have quite a few to get through. So let's go ahead and do that. This is the partial box. The other ones are like bigger. So this is like the partial box. So it came like a box within a box. It was like boxception. So that makes me feel a lot better because now I know that things are like way protected. And then all of them came like, you can see it, like it's like shrink wrapped. What's the term? I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on some of these and have my video uploading. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Sorry, the kids are in bed, so that's why I'm trying to be quiet. I don't want to like turn on the overhead light because they're just right down the hallway. And my husband's currently at basketball, so that's why I'm like trying to be really quiet because the kids are asleep. But so here's the first one. I just opened it. Oh, it like, is that like new book smell? That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So what I'm gonna do, so I have the ink here. I'm gonna stamp them. I'm going to emboss them. I have my embosser right here and I'm just gonna get to work. I'm probably gonna turn on a show and just work on these for a while. I have, so right now it's February 15th and I have until March 5th to have all these books done. So I'm gonna be working on these obviously in chunks because there's quite a bit. I'm like looking at that stack over there. And so what I'm going to do is obviously because my office and everything is downstairs, I should say the company is downstairs. So I didn't want to like carry all the books down to then have to like turn around because my husband's going to be helping me. So I was going to have to carry them back up and then have us like assembly line it and then take them back down. So that's why we just put them by the door. And then once all the books are done, like for that box, I'll take them downstairs. So then that way everything's done. I didn't want to do it like as I went because I feel like when it came to actually shipping orders, I feel like I didn't want to risk missing anybody. I didn't want to risk missing anything. So this way all the books are going to be done and I won't have to worry about it. So this will be like a peace of mind. So this is going to be my night. I will check in with you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day and we will see where this vlog takes us. Welcome to a few days later. We have been very busy working on getting all the books like stamped and embossed and autographed and everything so that way it's all ready for launch day. So these are the ones, these boxes here are already all done and ready to go. So we just put them by the basement door so we can take them downstairs. So these are all the ones that are done. Let me show you guys how many we still have left to do. So these ones are not done yet. So we still have all these boxes we have to do. So other than that, I have been kind of wrapping up the website. I've been getting the website all done. It looks so pretty. I just absolutely love it. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. Right now it's like password protected. So you can't see the actual website. You can't see the products yet. Only I can see that. So right now, if you go to the website, which you can go to the website, it's just all protected so you can't see anything. But on there, you can subscribe to the email list. Now, if you'd like to subscribe to the email list, I'd love to have you, okay? But I know how annoying it is to get tons and tons of emails from companies. Mine will not be like that. So I will probably only send out like a handful of emails a month, if that. Really, I'm only going to send them out if there's like a launch coming and notifying you of a launch, giving you some inside scoops on like creating a children's book. So you'll get some like exclusive behind the scenes on the book 2 that I have coming out. So you'll get to see some of that. We'll talk about some things about children's books, some book recommendations. It's just some kind of fun things like that. So it's not going to just be a bunch of spam. So just know that if you sign up for it, it's not going to be like totally crazy. Other than that, things are going very well. Everything's pretty much wrapped up and ready to go. And I'm really excited for launch day. It's like 2 weeks from today, which is just wild. And I'm definitely wanting to like vlog launch day just to give you guys just some insight on like what it's like. And it's going to be a crazy day. Even if I get just like one order, I'm going to be so excited. So that would be awesome. I think any small business would just hope for at least 1 or 2 orders on their launch day. So I'm very excited for that. Everyone seems very, very excited online. So I am just so thankful for everybody. I know I say that a lot, but really like it means a lot. So I have big plans, but one thing at a time. So, because my mom even asked me, she's like, oh, you should sell like through, you know, Barnes and Noble, and which I'm totally planning on doing. But it's just kind of like one thing at a time. I just have to tackle like one thing at a time. And for right now, I'm not going to be selling on Amazon because in order to sell on Amazon, it's like a $40 a month cost. And I just don't want to take that cost on just yet. I know it would probably get me a lot of traffic, but it's just kind of one of those things. I think I'd rather just work off my website just for a little bit, get some kind of ground laid there, and then take on the Amazon part of it. I just don't want to take on too much too fast. I don't want to like drown myself. So I'm okay just kind of waiting on the Amazon front, even though I know it would probably help traction wise. So just so many things to think about and pros and cons to everything. So that's the story with Amazon. I know some people are asking me that as well. And I know for international shipping, so I've had a few people ask me about international shipping. I am still going to look into it. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not just simply like, oh, I just want to send it to this country. So some people recommended like using Amazon KDP, but the problem is it would be like a paperback book and the quality would just not be the same. And so like quality control wise, I just wouldn't have it. And that also worries me. So that was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to make my own business, like make my own company, was so I did have control over the quality and I knew exactly what was going out. I knew exactly what was being shipped. Cause like even with the books that we've been like embossing and stamping and things like that, we have come across like 2 so far. So it's not bad at all, but we've come across 2 so far that are like defective. And I've even told my husband, like, I'm glad we're doing this because we're like catching them. And that way we're not just grabbing them like in the heat of filling orders and people are getting bad stuff. So we're able to intercept them that way. So the quality control is like really big to me. And so I don't know, I'll have to look into it. It may be something that just may have to wait a little bit. So again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're international and you're wanting the book. I do apologize, but I will look into it, I promise. So I think I'm just gonna wrap up this vlog here. So thank you for joining me on this vlog. I will give you guys some more insight as we get closer to launch day. I will vlog launch day, which will be really, really fun. If you are wondering what's gonna be available for launch day, just go back one video. I go over everything that's gonna be available for launch day. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to put them down below and I'll get to all the questions. Until then, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have you guys here. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It appeases the algorithm gods. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.